This is a handwriting warm-up video. We're going to practice and make perfect one letter today. Make sure you have something to write on, like a piece of paper, a scrapbook, or maybe a mini whiteboard, and something to write with, like a pen, a pencil, a crayon. Pause the video and go and find those things now. Now that you've got your things ready, you can make sure your hands are ready. Put your pointer fingers up like this and bend them and straighten them a couple of times. Now link them together and push them away from you. Stretch your fingers a little bit. See if you can make a wave like this too. Oh, and the other way. All right, I think we're ready now. Today when we're doing our handwriting, we want to write with our page landscape. So not this way, not portrait, because we'll run out of space really quickly. We want to do it landscape, and then we'll have lots of space to write across the page. The first thing we need to do is draw the margin down the left-hand side. So that's kind of like the tree trunk. Like that. Then we're going to draw 3 lines or 3 branches coming from our tree trunk. So the way I get them to all be kind of equally spaced is I start with the one in the middle. So if you do the one through the middle first, then you look at these 2 spaces and you try and go in the middle again. So the middle of that space and the middle of that space. Then up in the corner, the top right hand corner, I'd like you to draw a little sun. It doesn't have to be big, but it just helps us to know which way our letters are facing. Last thing we need to do to set up our page is to draw our butterfly eggs. We draw our butterfly eggs right by the margin or the tree trunk, sitting on the branches, because this is where the butterfly, in Casey the Caterpillar, the story, thinks that the eggs are going to be safest and not fall out of the tree. Pause the video so you have time to set up your page like this. I'm going to show you some pictures and listen carefully to the first sound to see if you can work out which letter we're going to practice today. Hippo, hammer, hamburger, heart, hand, honey, house. What sound do you hear at the beginning of all of those words? It's the letter H, the sound. Here we've got our capital H, which is made up of 2 tall sticks and a twig to join them together. Then we've got our lowercase h, which is a tall stick, tunnel. Now it's our lowercase h that's the one we're going to practice writing today, because that's the one we use the most in our writing. We only use capital letters at the beginning of a sentence or if it's somebody's name. Okay, to write the letter H, the first shape we need to practice is the tunnel shape. In the story of Casey the Caterpillar, we see the tunnel shape when there's a leaf curled over on the branch and it makes like a tunnel shape. So we need to make sure, starting by the butterfly egg, our tunnel shape starts on the line and finishes on the line. So we start on the line, we go up, we curve over and go back down to the line. We want to use that imaginary dotted line to tell us how far up we're going to make our tunnel shape, because it only comes halfway up. Tunnel, tunnel. Oh, these 2 are coming below the line a little bit. Make sure you stop right when you get to the line. Tunnel, tunnel. The next shape we're going to make is our tall stick shape. Tall sticks start at the top and go to the line and go down to the line. So they touch both lines, so the line above and the line below. Tall stick, tall stick. Don't forget your finger spaces. Tall stick, tall stick, tall stick, tall stick, tall stick, tall stick. All right, now let's get our pen pointer ready and we're going to practice putting the 2 shapes together. So we've got tall stick, tunnel. Let's try again. Tall stick, tunnel. One more time. Tall stick, tunnel. Okay, so we're going to start with the tall stick and then do the tunnel. This happens all in one movement, so we don't take the pen off the page. Tool, stick, tunnel. Just like that. Tool, stick, tunnel. Tool, stick, tunnel. Tool, stick, tunnel. Tool, stick, tunnel. That one was a little bit small, squished on the end. Make sure you leave enough space to do your letter H's. Now I'm going to look very carefully at each line and the shapes on each line and decide which shape is best. So what makes a good tunnel? Starts on the line, finishes on the line, and comes up to that imaginary halfway dotted line. I think that one's my best one. Tool sticks start at the top and go right down to touch the line that they're sitting on. I like that one, it's nice and straight. Then we put the shapes together, tool, stick, tunnel, to make the letter H. I think that one's really good there. The next thing we're going to do is write a sentence with lots of H's in it. So I'm going to razzle dazzle my whiteboard. You might need to do that too, or you might need to turn the page in your book so you've got space to write in a whole sentence. Pause the video and do that now. Now we're up to writing our sentence with all of the H's in it. I'm going to say the sentence 2 times, then you can pause the video while you have a go at writing the sentence. The sentence is, Hugo had a hot ham bun. Hugo had a hot ham bun. Pause the video and have a go at writing that now. Let's start by reading the sentence together. Hugo had a hot ham bun. Is your sentence a super sentence? Does it have a capital letter at the beginning, a full stop at the end, and finger spaces in between your words? If you've got a super sentence, good job. Let's count up how many H's we've got. So at the beginning, we've got our capital H for Hugo. So it's a name and the start of a sentence. That's why it has a capital there. Let's see how many lowercase h's we've got. 1, 2, 3. 3 lowercase h's. There's another letter that we form kind of like an H. We start by doing the tool, stick, tunnel, but then instead of stopping at the line, we do a little bit extra. Do you know what letter that is? It looks quite similar in this picture here too. It's the letter B. We do a tool, stick, tunnel, but then we close it up to make a letter B. There's another letter that looks like the letter H, except instead of a tool stick, it's got a short stick. So it goes short stick, tunnel. Which letter do you see on the page that looks like that? It's the letter N. So if you look at the letter H and the letter N, they're very similar. This one has a tall stick and this one has a short stick. Awesome work today with your handwriting. See you in the next handwriting warm-up video. Bye!